Good morning, everybody. Jackie Skelton, JR World Travel. As I promised yesterday, I have my friends here from Australia and New Zealand. I have Leslie with me at the moment. Chookie's in the background pretending to be the gardener. We'll see him another day, all right? But at the moment, I have Leslie. As I said yesterday, you know, these friends of mine, we have known each other over 60 years. So it's very special, I guess, when you still have friends from school, you know, for all this amount of time. And, you know, it's just special to have them here, okay? So they'll see a bit of Florida and everything else. Ross has been bending their ear this morning about what we do and how we do it and why we do it, and they understand a bit more. And they may actually be going on the 2019 cruise with us.
And you have.
So, that's right, Ross is going to put his 2 cents worth in. Okay, Leslie.
Yes.
Welcome to the USA, dear.
Welcome too. I'm glad to be here and I can't wait to see what else you've got in store for me.
Right. Remember, there's a more serious side to this as well. Remember when we had Steve Hopper on a couple of days ago talking about motivation, why do you get up in the morning and all these sorts of things? Well, you know, Leslie is a cancer survivor. And Leslie, I'm sure there were times when you didn't want to get up in the morning either.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I had to put the right hat on. I had to get up in the morning and go forward. I had my bucket list.
Absolutely.
And I lived by my bucket list.
Excellent. And that's good to know, okay? So, you know, when you have a bucket list, make sure you don't waver from the bucket list. You know, sort of, this is the other side of the world. We all grew up in New Zealand and Rotorua, and now we all actually have moved to Australia. That's why New Zealand actually has a lot more people, but they all live in Australia. So what are we at? About 5 million at the moment, I think, in New Zealand?
Yeah, that's about right.
And about 35 million sheep. I think it's 1 to 7. So it's still a great place to go and visit, you know. So, I mean, while they're here, they're going to be doing some things. I know they want to go over to Disney and you want to go to the Animal Kingdom, I believe. That's on her bucket list. And some of the local area and things to do, so we're going to be doing that. But Leslie, you know, when we grew all up and everything else, what do you sort of remember of those days? What are some of the better, maybe we all had shit lives, but I mean, what do you remember of the good times?
I remember that it wasn't so clean.
No.
Everything was just as it happened on the day.
Yeah.
And, you know, like we ate dirt out of the garden.
Yeah, that's right.
We got dirty, you know, like it wasn't so clinical.
No.
And we had so much fun. And there weren't rules everywhere.
No.
We could go in the garden and play in the backyard and climb a tree. Now everywhere you go, or you can't climb that, you might break your arm, or you can't do a flip, or you can't do handstands anymore now at school. They've wiped them out at schools in Australia.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable,
Well,
the restrictions.
All the jungle gyms, I think, have gone.
Well, they do have some jungle gyms, but they're specially built so that people can't hurt themselves.
No, that's right. Well, as I said, God forbid somebody hurts themselves, so you know that you have to have a Band-Aid put on you or whatever, you know. So I think times have certainly changed.
Yeah.
But from a travel point of view, I think it's easier to travel now than what it was back then.
Look, honestly, I would never have dreamt that I would have got this far. We've taken so long to come to see you.
I know.
You keep saying, come over. And finally we've done it. We're so excited about it. And believe me, this won't be the first time now we've started.
No, well, that's excellent.
And I know about the cruises, so definitely be booking a cruise before we go home.
You know, so talking of the travel aspect, I mean, it's a long time to get here. I don't think people really understand how long it takes to get here. You know, by the time you get up in the morning, you've got to be at the airport 3 hours, and then you flew into LA, which is about a 14-hour trip, and then you have a couple of hours and you fly out here. So they got here last night at around about 6:30 p.m., which would have been 8:30 a.m. this morning, their time. But they did manage to sleep, and I think you had a reasonably good sleep last night.
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, so,
I thought so.
They'll be see, they're motivated. They're going to be raring to go, I can tell you. Okay. So just a couple of things, though. As I've said before, you know I belong to other groups. I belong to the Business and Professional Women's Association, which you know about. And we have fundraising about 4 times a year, and that's to give scholarships to women that need to go either back to school or start school or finish their school. And every year, one of the fundraising opportunities is their cruise. It's $10 a ticket, and you can win $1,200 towards a cruise of your choice. So please contact me in relation to that. They are limited. We only have 250 tickets printed. And if you would like to buy some tickets, if you buy a book of tickets, you actually get a free ticket. So please contact me for that. You know how to do that on my Facebook or the phone number, and I know you know it by now, but I'll tell you anyway. It's 844-249-0190. So please contact me. And one last thing, the seminar, and I'm going to keep reiterating this because cabins are selling and we need to have you people on board without you paying more money. And if it is more money, it's still going to be worth it. So you need to get on board with that and call me today or Facebook, Facebook message me. And then don't forget our special website, which is www.vikingrivercruiseagents.com. It's a really, really good website because, as you know, one of our specialties is Viking. So, Leslie, we certainly welcome you here to our home and the USA. And sunny. Yes, it is at that. And in the next few episodes of our little ditty every day, you may see somebody else. So until tomorrow, everybody, goodbye.